say we don't rest tonight. I'd rather be solo. When I needed you most, you became a ghost.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And the time right now, Switchy, it is 8:15, and at this time we will be conducting an interview with the ruler of the land. All right, so in studio we have Fireman with us, Delroy Fireman Hooper. Fireman, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to all the workers at WEFM. Good morning to everybody in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the diaspora. Everyone who is listening to WEFM, the world over. Fireman Hooper, Triplex Megadog, Heavy Metal, Pong for Pong, Undefeated, Undisputed, Silent Violence, Weapon of Mass Destruction, the Chosen One, Concrete with Steel Reinforcement with Specially Certified Aggregates, His Imperial Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Room 39, Miss Hooper's son, the ruler of the land. Somebody say
Fire! All right, so in studio with Dianna and myself. It's Monday morning, so that means Doc is also here with us. So, Fire, how are you?
100% good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Even for this early in the morning?
Always good. Yes. I have to be up and running. I'm the ruler.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
When you're the ruler, there's a lot of things. We have a few people who's just before me, and they have to pass the decisions up to me, which is the GG, this is the Prime Minister, First Minister, PM Ralph, and then when all these decisions are made down there, then they have to pass it on to me, and I give the nod, yes or no.
So what is the most pressing issue at this time?
Well, right about now, it's still carnival spirit, you understand? So, and we have a lot of, school is on vacation, so we had to deal with the kids them for the back to school, but for now is the out of school programs and stuff like that. Okay. That's what's been going on. I've been hearing that it doesn't mind about the carnival, this and that, you have to take care of the kids and so on. Okay. Those who graduated and those who going on to tertiary education, as in whether college or university, we have to look into every little thing. But I said these things come up in the files to the ruler, right? So I know what's going on, even if I'm so highly participating in the festivities.
So chances are when you get back into office this morning, you will see what's on your desk waiting for you to address,
right? You have to clear your desk.
Yes. So, all right.
Yeah. But these things come from the PM to me.
Yes.
So then that's how the country is being.
All right, fine. Indeed, as the ruler of the land, I totally get it, okay?
Right. Something that I don't think that I've ever asked before, ever heard before. How did you come up with the name Fireman? Where did you get the name Fireman?
Well, from 99, when the Roses Crew came into play, we sat down at the late great Rootsman, who uses to be the franchise holder for the Soca Monarch. And there's where we all came up with that name Fireman, because we are living so close to the volcano. So the name Fireman actually came through that.
Okay.
That northern end of the country where the heat is, the lava.
And look at you bringing back the volcano this year, huh?
Oh,
Fireman indeed.
All right. So you said that you got your start in 1999, was it? Yes. Was it then?
Yes,
all right. All right. And do you think that with you and the Roses Crew, that the soca that we were used to, so back in the days of touch, etc., that the Roses Crew was instrumental in changing the sound of soca as we know it now? Because to me, I think that's where it started with the Roses Crew, in terms of this really fast have to have a whole heap of energy to dance to. What do you think the start actually happened there with Rose's crew?
Yes, but you can't forget the foundation of things. So actually the BPM we really changed, as in the beat per minute, as in the fast. But we didn't change, as in Fireman never changes the way we write music, because I think writing is a lot of us problem today.
Okay.
In terms of the way Touch and Black Sun and all them used to construct songs, the Great Beckett and all these people. So my format of writing is still the same. It's just the BPM that is a little faster.
All right. I remember a friend of mine, mother, was commenting that that at the time around 2001, she was saying that as young people, we could only make one lap around town because the music was so fast. In no time, we run out of energy. Whereas back in the days of Touch, you could probably make like 2-3 laps, right? So whenever it is, I think back on that time, I remember Rose's grant to me. I always thought that was where the change in the sound of music started. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, but I'm still making 1,000 laps around Kingston. Thanks.
Right, you had a different kind of energy.
No, the recipe for energy is for me is still the same. It's always sardine and milk. So
okay,
yeah,
sardine and milk.
And milk, yes, it kind of
that sound like bathroom scenes, the fire.
Well, if it's that, it's that. Well, but yes, the omega oil from the fish. Yes, but you have to eat the sardine and drink the oil and drink milk, and that's a lot of energy. Try it. Well, you can try it in the bathroom.
Yeah, I probably have to try it when I'm home. Yeah.
So, but the longevity for me in music is really discipline. You have to be very disciplined to continue to be working in one place for such a long time. And that is what I want to really spread when it comes to music in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Our Great Beckett is celebrating 50 years this year. And I haven't heard much. I've been listening to a few radio stations. I haven't heard much. Nobody gravitating to it. And it pierced my heart, you understand, because Bex is the founding father of our calypso and soca from way back, right? And it takes, a lot of time and energy to do this job that we are doing. Like, for instance, I did Uptown Party. I get home 5:30 in the morning, and 6 a.m. I was going up to the Suffrage to plant a flag that you see in the Soca Monarch video. You have to have a lot of deep mindset to do these kind of things. Right. You know how challenging is it to go to the volcano, so to reach at the summit, and it was raining, and we had to get it done. So discipline, right? Because you hear everybody saying, "Oh, time to give this a chance and that a chance," and whatever, right? In this game, right? I don't know what retirement age that. I don't know now because they keep shifting it. Yes.
That's interesting. It has been a little increase or decrease in the retirement age. let's say on average 60, right? But
I'm trying to get close to pension. That don't on average me.
I think on average, because depending on how the laws relate to you and what age, younger persons, it would be of a certain age, and so for other people it would be a little less.
What does it have to do with the job?
55 and 50 years government service. But if you're self-employed, you could go on for a long time. If you're a farmer, you basically could go on for a long time.
But that I am not a burden to the state.
Yes.
So that means I'm self-employed.
That's right. So somebody who's self-employed, who may not necessarily have a pension coming to them and so forth, there's an incentive that you may go on longer. A farmer who farms, if they haven't been putting away some money in certain places, they may need to work it long. There's no need for a farmer to retire at 55. You know what I mean? Yeah. But within the government service, there may be some new law that we want retirement so that the younger person could move up and that they could replenish, and that individuals themselves who've retired could move into a private sector or relax if they so want.
Ladies, I have to tell you all this. Carnival is not just seeing Fireman on stage, It's a whole, the culture is deep, right? And the culture is so deep, whereas every night I have to be going to different band rooms for different rehearsals. Then I have to go to the stadium. They call it Victoria Park. I call it the stadium. And go to the stadium. I have to wait on my good friend Tajo. And then he have to rehearsal. And Calypso rehearsal is so long. Then 3, 4 in the morning, I have to drive Tajo to Fancy. Then drive back to Georgetown because Tajo have to catch school for 7 o'clock in the morning as a teacher. And then I have to come back to town to go back to studio. Then I have to visit all the mass camps, right? And it is much more than what people see. I have to participate.
You mean in your role as cultural ambassador?
Well,
is it?
Even before I'm cultural ambassador.
So she's talking about preparation.
Preparation. All these things you have to do, right? People think carnival is only for us, right? We make the less money if it's money you think about in carnival. We have to talk about all the supermarkets that make money, all the food vendors, because food is one of the biggest part of the culture when it comes to, because you have to eat. Even if you're not drinking, you have to eat. So the participation, you understand me, for we to bring it together, right? Because this year was looking good. Our turnouts, especially from overseas, looking really, really good. And once God give me health and strength, I'm gonna be here for a very long time. Protecting our culture, right? Not for nobody to tell me, that. We have to have respect when it comes to the culture, because I'm not doing it for me alone. I do all the school events for free. Yes, once it's school events and I'm not occupied doing my own personal thing, I do all school events for free. And I'm talking from preschool up, right? So you see what protecting the culture is, right?
In what ways do you see the culture shifting though?
We still need to adjust to foundation. We still need to have that proper foundation before we think about seeing it shifting, right? Because like I said, if we're not disciplined, we can't take it. You understand? We can't see it shifting anywhere, right? We have to make sure that it's grounded. And I'm still here because I still want to see, as we say, the groundation of it.
You just really make a pause, boy.
Listen, I want to come back in here and go back a little bit, because we're going to talk about carnival and so, but I want to go back to that first question that Roleza asked you, the foundation, where you came from. We know you are from Peterborough, you're from North Leeward. I know that I met you as
that I'm the ruler of the land.
Yes. But let me tell you something. I met you. I met him as a basketball player. I used to be one of the sponsors of Northern Boys. And you all performed absolutely amazingly in the competition. You know?
With the national championship.
With the national championship. Surprised all the folks in town. And then every entity wanted to beat you all and put you all down. But it was on your trips back down that the singing seemed to have started. You know what I mean?
Well, it was there from school, but after every match, well, I think 96, 97, that year we won the national championship.
Yes.
And then the music from the bands started getting a little lower.
Yes.
So it was a call from Sergeant Simmons and Spectrum them at the time that they were going to do DJ Invasion.
Yeah.
Right? So 20 used to be the DJ with us.
Yeah.
So 20 didn't want to sing.
Yeah.
So they get on to me, who used to be the lead singer in school.
Yeah.
And that's how it really started.
Yes. Now, I want to get back at the time, because in terms of Peterborough, you have such a strong rural connection. And then having moved out to Georgetown and so forth, and that other strong rural connection, the rule of the land, but
Union Island and the rest of the Grenadines
and so forth. You basically had that rural circumstance, not necessarily a Kingston base as such. And I start off that particular way. And then your brother, your youngest brother, developed renal failure. And I remember maybe some of your first winnings all that money,
99, 2000, 2001.
you using that money to help your brother and your mother and so who migrated to the state. I want to.
But in those days, the money wasn't $10 million. It was just 10,000, and then you had to break it down. So you have to hide like $500 in your shoe as you ain't get none.
Yes.
You have to pay everybody their pieces.
But I want to know. I want to find out.
Let's put a pause on that question because remember we have to bring in quotes.
Yeah.
So we will take a pause. You're
right. I want to find out from Fireman when he comes back. How did that aspect influence him, affect him in some major?
Okay. All righty. So we will return with that question when Activated Mornings returns.
WEFM is SVG.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the